It's the Real Estate U Show, where we take your typical real estate show and chuck it out the window. Motivating, inspiring, and educating with a laugh or two along the way. Every week we bring you the latest happenings in real estate, new construction, and mortgage lending for both residential and commercial. And now, live, this is Real Estate U.
Hi, happy Saturday. It's a week before Christmas. You bought me anything yet? I just checked. The Real Estate U Show, ruworldwide.com, in our Homes and Land Studios, powered by Alta Homes, myaltahomes.com. Live stream on the HughesNet Satellite Network, ruworldwide.com. The RU Show is brought to you by Platinum One Properties, a premier real estate firm headquartered in Houston, Texas, who are creating the standard in real estate representation, buying, selling, and investing in real estate. We're here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central Time, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And I got a call from Santa Claus last night and said, we're not doing a show next Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs our help.
Yeah. Damn Santa. I looked up under the tree, ain't nothing up under there.
Well, I think you were on the naughty list is what I heard.
No, my angelic behavior is legendary.
Uh-huh.
Our first hour is brought to you by Monarch who have 7 locations around the Houston City area. Okay, you can follow us on Instagram at Real Estate U Show. Letter U, don't be a dummy and spell out U as in a person. Our studio includes industry leaders and knowledge and comparable in the marketplace. Real Estate U is about real estate, mortgages, new construction, commercial real estate, financing, and entrepreneurs which drive our economy. We also have a segment for our veterans, those who have served, those who gave up more, those families and stuff like that. So, and then we have an announcement that we're going to do about Lexington Heights and our veterans and our heroes later on. As you know, I'm always joined by the lovely, esteemed, award-winning real estate broker owner, the beautiful and dynamic Dina Ramos.
Good morning. Thank you for that.
You know, I try to do what I can. And then, you know, she's really ruthless. Don't let that smile fool you people. Okay. Now you can learn more about Dina Ramos and the Platinum One Properties team at PlatinumOneProperties.com. That's Platinum One, spell it out, properties.com. Okay. And also joined by our Mortgage Solution Pro. She, how would you describe her? A little bit of Napoleon, you know, a little bit of gladiator.
Problem solver,
a little problem
creative,
solver, creative, you know, something like that.
Attention to detail. I'm telling you,
Those things. What,
yes.
The solution part, you got to fight through stuff.
I know. I mean, I've seen this woman get a hold of a home builder and say, "Wait a minute, this is the number. What is your number? Okay, let's work this out.
There you go.
Make it happen."
Yeah,
and it happens.
She is relentless on behalf of her clients, the hardest working woman in mortgage. That woman, Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage Inc. And thank you very much. You're welcome. And I am E.L. Crane of Monarch Tyler, Texas. You know, basically our job is to protect your assets and make sure that there's no shenanigans going on, because you know it's a lot of shenanigans.
There are a ton of shenanigans right now.
Yes, they are. Now, today's topic, believe it or not, is positives in real estate for 2024.
Good.
Positives in real estate 2024. Now, you know, our REU family consists of Monarch Title of Texas, Alta Homes, Builder Boost, The Real ELC, Homes Land Magazine, Butler Media, the Luxury Institute, and our preferred commercial lender, Osborne Advisors. So there are a lot of positives going on. And, you know, and it always amazes me how people, even if they have something positive going on, they will say something negative.
Right.
Okay?
I think it's a habit that most people have.
I don't understand that. You're winning, but you're talking about losing, even though you're winning.
Right.
Okay. So that's not what we're going to do today. We're going to be talking about the positives coming forth in 2024. And people, there are a lot, especially in the real estate industry. We're talking about new constructions. We're talking about mortgage rates. We're talking about resale. We're talking about new developments, everything, all positive in this market, because what people around the country, but specifically in Texas, don't understand, don't let darkness dictate this wonderful sunny view that's really going on out there.
Right.
All right. I was looking at jobs report 3.7 unemployment, which means that's 100% unemployment.
What?
Yeah, anytime under 5%, it means 100% unemployment.
Oh, okay.
You know, because you have more jobs than people. But it's unemployment is because you have that group that, I don't know, I'm not doing the work, you know, because unemployment is not nearly my job. It's about how many people are working versus how many people are not working.
Right.
Okay.
I know a few people that are unemployed and, you know, talked about things. And sometimes what happens is what I've noticed is they don't want the jobs that are available to them, whether it be their level of education is, you know, was in a different direction
Right.
or the higher level. But I think that most people who have families
Yes.
and stuff will do whatever it takes to make a living. And you're right. So there's just a few people, the percentage.
I mean,
that
I'm happy and titled, but I put it in a resume last week for a gynecologist.
I don't know. See that again? That's where you're applying for things that are out of your league and that you didn't have education for.
Nobody called me back.
Well, I was going to say. I was going to say.
Excuse me. I'm still waiting for my call back.
Okay, well,
Okay, I'm gonna look at some other different
you
avenues
should,
now.
as you should. I'm just saying, as your friend, speaking
Okay,
honestly.
look at some other options.
Yeah,
I should be looking at options.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to help the people.
everybody has a certain education on the skill set, but that I don't know. You're in the title business, sir.
But it's true. I was at a luncheon yesterday, right? No, day before yesterday.
Yeah.
A meeting with a potential client. And this meeting took a turn for the worse based upon this individual's attitude. Okay. They have sold themselves personally,
Yeah.
right? 29 houses this year,
Mm-hmm.
17 leases. This is a pretty good deal,
That's
right?
decent. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good deal, right? And so, but you know what she was spending her time on? What she used to have,
Ah, okay.
what she used to do, how big she used to be.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes stuff comes out of my mouth before I can catch it.
What'd you say?
I said, you ain't missed no meals.
Oh my God. So you didn't get hit. I don't see a black eye. So
No,
I guess you're good. Yeah.
Nice, you know, short arms and big body. Okay. Anyway, so
What? What else did you say? Did you just take it in?
no, I had to explain to her how many people in our industry have jumped out of our industry.
Yeah.
Okay, because they didn't have the capacity or the network or the introductions or the referral base
Yes.
to sustain themselves. And you're sitting here whining
Yes.
that you had 29 sales and 17 leases. And she didn't say because I researched her. I'm like, why are you upset? Well, I used to be this and I used to be that. I used to be 230 pounds. So what the hell?
Yeah. I think the biggest problem people face is living in the past.
Okay.
And if you can be more present and create your marketing plan according to what's happening today, rather than focusing on anything in the past, then that will clear your energy and keep you focused and, you know, where you need to be.
Yeah. Like, like Jennifer, when you have a person completing all that, are you dealing with negatives?
All the time. And it's exhausting because people go into the what ifs, and God forbid they're in a loan process and I call them, it's like, what? And I'm like, hello, how are you? I'm not the bad news bearer. And because I asked you for a document doesn't mean something's wrong either. Like they go to that.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
I don't see that's the part I don't understand. I really don't understand. I got a phone call from a realtor yesterday. Another title company completely and totally dropped the ball. Okay. So they called me to turn over to one of my escrow. Of course, I had to be a smart aleck first. So why didn't you give me this in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they was not. No problem. So we got it. We got it taken care of. It's actually closing today.
Awesome.
We
On a weekend.
Yes. So they did the paperwork, got the paperwork in early yesterday, processed it out, used existing HOA information, survey, title policy, and everything like because it's one of our underwriters, so we can use their title policy. And it's closing literally right now.
That's amazing.
But the whole thing was they were getting ready to have a negative conversation, and it wasn't necessary. Don't tell me what's going on. Send it to me and see if we can fix it.
Yep.
So they actually were digging their own grave.
Yeah.
By not being patient through a process.
Mm-hmm.
You got to ask. I tell people all the time, I will never say no for you. You have to tell me no yourself. And that's being positive.
That's right.
That you can turn it in. So this is the Real Estate You Show. I'm joined by her and her. Them people. Okay. I am my angelicness. Is that a word? My angelicness. That's my angelicness.
Move before this.
Yeah, I was.
No windows. No.
I'll come right through.
I'm speechless.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come back. The next segment, we're gonna spotlight two houses.
Okay.
We're gonna spotlight two houses in our next segment. I am E.L. Crane, joined by Jennifer Nina, My Mortgage Inc., Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties, and I am with Monarch Tyler, Texas. But see, you need to understand, I'm the big cheese, they the little cheeses. We're gonna take a break and pay some bills.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hey, check this out. Are you looking for a beautiful new build home, one with quality craftsmanship and higher end amenities, but still within your budget? Oh, do I have good news for you. Alta Homes is now selling top-of-the-line new construction homes for the home buyer, providing amenities not usually associated under $500,000. And you want to know what makes them really shine? You'll get to participate in the construction throughout the process and rest easy knowing that Alta Homes promises to only build what we would live in. Alta Homes provides financing resources with up to 100% financing and even the ability to finance the closing costs, including Alta Homes providing additional closing cost assistance if needed. Doesn't get better than that. Just give us a call or visit us to start your new build journey today. Alta Homes, we only build what we would live in.
You take pride in your real estate business. You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place.
Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the US, you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
I'll tell you about it later.
We're back. Dina was trying to tell us about Little Bear, and you'll get a chance to be introduced to Little Bear at some point in the real future.
Yeah.
Most spoiled dog? No, we got one in our house too.
Yeah.
1 and 1A spoiled dogs. Little Bear and Gino. Okay. So basically, this one over here, she talked to Gino before she talked to me. So there you
Oh,
go.
that's the way it goes, though.
You're
They're
not
like,
mean to me. He's my emotional support.
they are.
That's what I thought I was.
You're in second position after Gino.
No. I'm somewhere down here. Okay. We're going to highlight our good friend Joy Harrell. She has her property is which one?
3504 Kaplan Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 3504 Kaplan Street. Both units are still available at $339,900, and we're going to let our real estate professional discuss these listings.
Well, these are wonderful new construction listings. The price point is at $339,900. Again, this is new construction and done well with 1,665 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, located centrally up in the north part of Houston, very close to central Houston. So it's a wonderful location. This property has a backyard, and that's very important for people with pets and children. So it's amazing. Look at the entrance and check it out. They've made it so they thought things out very well. You have a beautiful entryway. Look at the mirrors in all the bathroom areas. They're not your standard cheapos that people just plop out there. They put time and thought to make it match, make it look mod. The flooring, you have your vinyl plank flooring throughout. There's no carpet, so don't worry if you have allergies or pets. This is a great spot. You have your island, your quartz countertops, beautiful selections, a lot of natural light.
I like the open space.
Yes, it's perfect. It's all you need. It's this is also there's 2 units actually side by side, just so you know, there's 2.
Yeah.
So if you want to buy the package, I'm sure they're going to work out a deal for you.
Absolutely.
Let us know.
Absolutely.
Perfect for Airbnb rental type situation as well. You can't ask for anything more. It's a wonderful area. Look at the upstairs. Same thing. No carpet. Beautiful congruent flooring carried over. Your tray ceilings, recessed lighting. Walk-in closet. Look at that. Very good. Very spacious.
So how do you get in contact with you to get to take a look at these houses, D?
Just give me a call or text me at 832-646-9054, and we will set you up with your private tour of this property and the next property to it within no time. Let's just get it done for the holiday.
Let's see, this house, I couldn't have this house, you know.
Why?
You got mirrors, you know, vampires don't have reflections. So,
but you're supposed to drape a little cloth or something over it so you can still live in the real world.
Okay, because you know, since I don't have a reflection.
Yeah.
You know, got all the space on the
well,
wall.
you know, I'm a real estate professional. I promise you, I'll have those mirrors removed or covered up for you.
There you go.
There you go.
Now, this is also a good opportunity for husbands who gonna get thrown out of their house after Christmas. Okay. So they need when they don't get a wife the right present. Okay, this is the place for you, fella.
Yeah.
Because you know it's a lot of men on December 26th.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have all their stuff in garbage bags
Oh,
sitting
yeah.
out the front of their house.
Do not buy any kitchen appliances.
Exactly.
Nothing like that for your partner, for your wife. We're gonna say that right now.
I saw somebody was looking at it was a meme online. He was saying, I think my wife will love this for Christmas. It was a vacuum cleaner.
Oh yeah.
Somebody posted, you might well move it now.
My father did that one year to my mom.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no. Oh, no. Where are you going? I'm going over to get a vacuum cleaner.
Oh yeah, she's been saying she needed
She
one.
needed a new vacuum. I heard her
was
say,
listening,
we need
yeah.
a new vacuum cleaner. And so I took the initiative to go get a vacuum cleaner and get it wrapped in this big, beautiful box. And she opened it up, and next thing you know, it's gunfire.
But you're not far off base.
Yeah, no. I've seen some horrible Christmas gifts, and it was always if a man gave a wife something that was going to increase their workload in the house, this was not good. I've seen people get cussed out behind washers and dryers, vacuum cleaners, pots and pans. There was one, it was some organic cleaning kit.
Oh my God.
So for allergies. So he gave her this box, and and I said, how'd it go? He said, I had to leave the house. I said, what you had to leave the house? He said, she got mad. She's always talking about her allergies, so I got her some organic cleaning supplies.
Oh my God. Gee.
Are you over here looking for some sympathy from me?
And don't ask your children under 12 for help.
No, that's also a bad idea.
Right.
That's a bad idea as well. A bad idea. I read it. It was I didn't know the person. I read an article. A guy bought his wife a new controller, one of the games. Controller.
Yeah.
Well, number one, he said his response was, "You said you want us to do more stuff together, okay?"
Wow.
So
Oh,
he
my
bought her a
God.
controller.
Oh,
I
heck
thought that
no.
was so sweet.
Did you?
So we're gonna go to our next home to highlight today. This is the money team, Natasha Simon. Look at that.
I like that.
Really contemporary. Yes. Okay. It's $525,000 or 77077. And Natasha, let's just say she's a first class mess. Okay. Because look here. She reminds me of my older sister. She cuts just like her.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. She cuts just like her. So take a look at this, D.
Oh, this is very nice. Yes.
Mhm.
It's an established neighborhood that we're right off of I-10. It's a beautiful community. It's what we call here in the Houston area the Energy Corridor.
Yes.
Very desirable neighborhood. This is a 3, possibly 4 bedroom if you'd like to convert one room and 2.5 bath. It's 2,989 square feet. Well updated with granite countertops.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful flooring.
I like the floors.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
They got an awesome bathroom too.
They do.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong in this neighborhood. Appreciation.
No,
it's
this is an
yeah.
appreciation neighborhood. Definitely an appreciation neighborhood over the Energy Corridor over there, because you still have a lot of movement over
You
there.
do.
Because you're in close proximity to Memorial City, Town and Country to the east of you. You got Katy.
Look at that.
to the west of you. Look at that.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You know,
They
yeah.
and again, if you look at the photos, what's always nice for home buyers is that somebody else already updated this house
Yeah.
for you, and they did it tastefully.
Yes.
They used a neutral stone flooring and also the luxury. It looks like a luxury vinyl plank flooring is what it appears to be in the bedrooms and so forth. So there's no carpet that I can see, and that makes it look. I mean, again, that's what people want nowadays.
Yeah.
And look at this. So it's
Oh, I like
$525,000. Look at that.
Yeah.
$525,000. The estimated mortgage is $2,780, and I know for a fact in the Energy Corridor, most of those rents over there
Oh,
$3,500.
yes. And it's on a very nice sized lot as well, 8,208
Oh, yeah.
square feet.
I like the setbacks.
I do too.
I like the setbacks.
It's a beautiful, and you know, you can do a lot with this home. I mean, entertaining wise,
Look how they updated the kitchen.
the kitchen's beautiful. Stainless steel appliances pop.
And the mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very tastefully done, and it's in a really, really progressive area
It is.
because you got new construction around you. Because this is over there, like you said, Energy Court,
Oh yeah.
but it's right there. I can't think of the name of it. Between I-10 and Briar Forest, it's beautiful up in there.
Exactly.
You got the parks, you got the walking trails and everything over there, and you're in close proximity to a great many restaurants because Memorial Drive is right there. Highway 6 is a mile and a half to. It's just a great area. For the
They
next person.
really utilize the space
They did.
well.
So how do you get in contact with you need to see this property?
If you would like to tour this beautiful home in the Energy Corridor, give me a call or text me at 832-646-9054. This home is what we call move-in ready.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep.
That was the guest bath.
I love those.
Wow,
How do you
very
call
nice.
it?
The floater?
The floater.
Yeah, the floating
I love
Yes.
those
Yeah.
things.
That's the guest bath.
I like the way they carried that tile all the way
Yeah,
up.
all the way up to the seat.
Yes,
Look at that.
all the way through.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
If you
gotta
have
not-
issues.
Yep. You have the little dog house for EL at the back.
Wow. Why I
Yeah.
gotta go out? Why she can't go out?
Well,
You ever thought about that? Thank you very much.
well, I
Yeah.
don't know.
We saw the little cage with a
Yeah,
the
I saw
HVAC
that.
was
I
that?
saw that. I saw that. It's a
Oh,
beautiful driveway too. You
Yes.
can park a lot of vehicles
That's
there.
at least a 5 or 6 car.
Oh
park
yeah,
there right
yeah,
there.
yeah. It has a very beautiful contemporary look. in it.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna come back. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back and really get into the real estate positives of 2024 and how it's going to impact all of our businesses
Mhm.
going forward. But it's how it's going to impact the consumer going forward because opportunities are in abundance. And so that's what we're going to do here at the Real Estate U Show on Saturday, December the 16th, 2023, in the year of our Lord. I'm good, people. See, I didn't bless in the flames and stuff like that. None of that. All right.
Good.
Okay, we're going to take a break, pay some bills.
When you choose Alta Homes, you're choosing a builder you can count on to create not only your home, but something you are proud to own. We are at your side at every step during the purchase process, from the moment you sign your contract to the moment you receive your keys. Sales consultants to guide you in selecting exterior colors and brick stone options. A design center to effortlessly help you customize every detail, from lighting and faucets to flooring, tile, cabinetry, and countertops. Our smart home provider to enhance your home with security, data, and audio systems tailored to your preferences. Dedicated construction managers to provide weekly updates on your home's progress. Progress meetings to show milestones our team is completing, including a pre-construction meeting, pre-drywall, orientation, and a final walks before your closing day. Welcome home to your future with Alta Homes.
Hello, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. Tune in each week to Realtor Corner with me as we share important information that will help you on your real estate journey. Look forward to seeing you there. And in the meantime, if you need anything real estate related, you can always get a hold of me at 832-646-9054. Dina Salazar, Platinum One Properties.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid, and it's about real estate positives in 2024. So I want to start with new construction sales. Okay, there are so many opportunities out there with new construction because end of the year,
Yes.
everybody's incentivizing everything. But in talking to some of the builders, that's going to spill over into 2024 because they know we got 15 days left in this month, where this that 15 days is probably just 10 workable days.
Yeah.
Left in the month because people New Year's, Christmas Eve they're not going to work, Christmas Day they're not going to work, New Year's Eve they're not going to work.
Right.
So you have these dynamics. So you have some Sunday here and family stuff there, and everybody's out shopping for the next 2 weekends.
That's right.
So they're not home shopping. But the spillover is this. I've been seeing things like we'll pay your interest rate down to ABC, or we will give you a $25,000 extra design center allowance.
Right.
Or stuff like that. What are you seeing out there in regard to new construction sales?
The same thing. So builders are offering buy downs on your interest rate, paying toward buyer closing costs. Depending on what area that you're buying in, sometimes buyers will qualify for down payment assistance on top of all that. And there will be bonuses to real estate agents who sell homes. You have to ask about that if you're a real estate professional. And buyer incentives will include appliances, which are the optional appliances that are normally not included in a new construction home, which are the refrigerator, washer, and dryer. And in some cases, also the garage door openers are being added, since that's an additional fee for most construction.
I thought that was standard.
No.
This is a Texas thing, because in Florida we sell everything with appliances.
Yeah. A lot of people are surprised at that last item.
Well, yeah, because it used to be appliances, but they was going in there stealing appliances. That's why they stopped doing it. Yeah, they was going in there stealing big.
Well, they usually the builder usually won't put him in until the.
Oh no, they was going in just before closing.
Yeah, people, criminals are always thinking ahead for sure.
That's why, and because this yourself, Dee, that's why it changed from freestanding stoves and ranges to built-in stoves and ranges. That's why they changed that. They was going in there taking that stuff out. The way it said stove or something like that, and they were specking. Oh, you go in there the next day, everything been ripped out.
And that's why it's super important to do a final walkthrough the day of the closing, if possible, because anything can happen to a property. We had one instance in which some kids vandalized a home the night before closing, and we went for our walkthrough, and to everyone's surprise, including the owners, we had to put that on hold until that got put back to its original state.
Yeah, because I'm seeing builders offering things they never offered in the past. All right. Now, one of the things builders are offering, they used to a little bit, but not as much. They're offering to buy out the last 90 days of a lease.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the 90 days of a lease. If you're buying a home, the builders are offering to pay the last 90 days. If you contract with them and you have 90 days or less, they'll buy out the balance of the lease to get you in the house. And these are only move-in ready homes.
Yeah.
They're not new construction.
Yeah, the inventory,
it's ready, it's moving in an inventory home, 90 days or less, they'll buy it out. Hey, you ready to go?
Yep.
Because the apartment owner or the homeowner who's leasing it to somebody, they don't care as long as they get the last.
As long as they get what's contractually obligated to them, they're good.
Okay, so Jennifer, what can you do to incentivize a buyer from the mortgage side?
Well, since interest rates are a little bit better now, I'm able to issue credits to the seller, or perhaps help them pay for the appraisal up front. So there's just a few things. The better the market gets with rates, the more we can do for them.
Can you give me money?
So Dina, how was your day today?
It's a beautiful day in Houston.
So you can't offer money to people to help them buy a house?
Now, there's sometimes where you can do a credit when it's available.
I need a check.
No, but there's really not, we're not allowed to do that, from a standpoint of,
That's called incentivizing a buyer
right.
to buy so you can get money. You can get arrested for that.
Well, see, I know it is on title card. You cannot buy title insurance. You can't motivate title insurance premium based on incentivizing them with cash. I thought somebody.
No, in a real estate transaction, there's no cash exchange.
Right.
That does not happen.
That we know of.
Like I said, Dina, how was your day?
Right. As long as everything is stated on the settlement statement that
Mhm.
that's acceptable and in writing, it's just anything that were to be exchanged after the closing by any lender or real estate professional, you are not allowed to do. I think a minimum of $50, or that's allowed as a referral fee, or
$50?
that's it, and that's legal after.
That's 2 drinks.
So if you want to do something more, you as a professional, you want to try and include it in the settlement statement and do it in a timely,
Be fully disclosed.
yes,
Correct.
and make sure that it's acceptable by if it's a finance deal, by their lender, because sometimes the lending program and the way they've worked everything out, it could very well not be acceptable.
Now here's something. Now you got the new construction, you got the resale market. We have a new friend in the marketplace. Her name is Keely James, right? Keely. She's with a company called Remodel.
Remodel.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What they do is, if a home has equity, they will pay for all of the updating of that house to increase its value and put it on the market, and they don't get paid until closing. So how could you two ladies utilize that to grow your business? Excuse me, on the resale market.
So on my side, so the borrower, in the legality of it, I cannot tell Mr. Klein, let me refinance your home, and then when you sell it, you will give me the money.
No, I'm talking about for you to market.
But I'm saying because
Okay.
it's a regulation.
Okay,
We're regulated in that sense. But there's many programs, renovation programs that are available there for the client. I'm doing, actually, it's becoming more popular. I'm doing a few of them where there is a 203K, where there is a Home Possible. Freddie Mac also has a different one, or just simply new construction. So there are programs there available to help you do that, even in a purchase. So I had a few that had come up with roof issues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So instead of saying, no, we cannot do it, we have to flip it to a renovation loan.
Yeah, because I was looking at, because in researching the product, because she sponsored a couple of classes of mine, what they do is, I was thinking from the lender side, hey, Mr. Borrower, we have a home over here listed with Dina, and they're going to update this home. Can you qualify them on the as improved value with the appraisal? That's what I was basically asking.
Yes.
Okay. So you could do that.
Yes.
Okay. So now it went from a $400,000 value to a $500,000 value, and if they qualify to buy it, you're good with them being paid off at closing.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, that's a very good scenario. Many people do not have vetted contractors to use. So they stay in a position that, hey, I can't get this done because, most of these companies do. It is very expensive to update the primary room, like the kitchen
because they have their whole contracting team. It's a business. It's their company. And they allocate all the funds for the renovation and updating. And I was looking at some of their before and after, and then I talked to Keely's boss, and it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
As long as the house getting ready to be sold has equity available, that's where they'll do it. And that's another way for people, because Texas caps the equity thing. So now you're not capped on the renovation side. So basically, if they're going to come in and pay for everything, it doesn't affect you or the borrower, because they're going in and updating the house. So now borrower doesn't have to have their own money.
It's a great idea. And the only thing I have to say about that, as for real estate professionals or potential sellers listening to this part, is to be sure and have your real estate professional look at the comps for your home as is versus the after upgraded value that you're anticipating, and then see what changes within the profit margin after this third party company is paid.
Right.
Because then you can weigh it out, because ultimately the decision always has to be on the client, the seller in this
Yes.
case, who we present information to the best of our ability, and then they make the decision, and it has to fit your situation.
All right, perfect analogy right
Mhm.
there. So this is what we do here, Real Estate U Show. We try to provide resources and information to expand the homeownership market without being a social worker. Okay.
Well,
No
that's
social
true.
work. Okay. So that way you get better opportunities and things like that going forward. So I'm E.L. Crane. They are not. This is the Real Estate U Show. 11 a.m. Central, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'm joined by Jennifer Nina, My Mortgage Inc., our mortgage solution pro.
Forgets once in a while.
What'd you say? What?
Nothing.
No, I thought then. Okay. And then we have Dina Ramos, Platinum One Properties. She's our goddess of real estate. All right. People don't know what I'm going through over here. I'm in a rough place.
Okay, that house that had that she shed in the back, it's now a he shed in this particular case, but that's all
Not
I'm
a he
saying. We need to
shed.
really examine that listing.
You still don't know what I go through. I'm drinking more. I'm sitting out in the driveway before I go out, drinking the whole bottle. It's like, I know what I'm going through. Who is that sitting in front of the convenience store now? That's the hell down there drinking with a brown bag with a bottle in it. Right? What are you doing over there? He don't want to go. But he lived right there, and it's just too far.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna take a break on the bills, and we have our is Carlene joining us today? We sent her the link. Is she on? Okay. So anyway, we'll be back. We're going to talk about more positives in 2024, and I'm going to try to make it across the street to my house when I leave here and leave a brown bag in front of the store.
Okay.
Okay, so I got a liquor store right there. I can just walk right through a couple of little neighborhoods and I'm at the liquor store. Okay, pay some bills.
Do you have a passion and interest in real estate? Want to learn from the pros and have some fun doing it? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, your connection to all things real estate, buying, selling, investing, and new construction sales, including residential and commercial real estate financing. Tune in for weekly live episodes with real estate experts and guests, packed with their best tips and tricks, and get a sneak peek into their national marketing relationships. Sponsored by the trusted team of Builder Boost and Homes and Land Magazine. The Real Estate U Show. Informative, insightful, and with a little touch of humor. Tune in to www.reuworldwide.com, Saturdays at 11 a.m. CST.
Hey, check this out. Are you looking for a beautiful new build home? One with quality craftsmanship and higher end amenities, but still within your budget? Oh, do I have good news for you. Alta Homes is now selling top-of-the-line new construction homes for the home buyer, providing amenities not usually associated under $500,000. And you want to know what makes them really shine? You'll get to participate in the construction throughout the process and rest easy knowing that Alta Homes promises to only build what we would live in. Alta Homes provides financing resources with up to 100% financing and even the ability to finance the closing costs, including Alta Homes providing additional closing cost assistance if needed. Doesn't get better than that. Just give us a call or visit us to start your new build journey today. Alta Homes, we only build what we would live in. Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today.
The next thing I know,
There we go. See, y'all gonna put them dogs outside and let them fend for themselves.
When we grew up, I don't think there were many dogs that went to the vet.
No,
And
they didn't eat food from they
ate everything.
House food.
House food. Yeah. Or somebody took dog food. What is that? Whatever left them in the house.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Okay, now you want to know another positive of 2023?
What?
Interest rate. The Fed has said they're going to lower interest rate 3 times next year. So I've always said first quarter, second quarter at the latest. They're talking second quarter. So I was right in that window.
Yeah.
Because I kept hearing people say 2025. I says no. Anytime you have an election year, it's going to be in that first or second quarter where there are going to be some financial adjustments in the marketplace. But this is the crazy thing, like we started to show off earlier. People being upset that they're winning. Okay. So now interest rates are to the point, like I bought gas the other day at $2.32 a gallon.
What?
Yes. Yeah, $2.32 a gallon. So, but I'm looking at it this way. Financials are always cyclical. They have always been cyclical. But the rich always win no matter what cycle we're in, but they're also the biggest complainers no matter what cycle we're in. So then you have to ask yourself, what's positive going forward for you? And most people are not spending time on it. I mean, I'm talking, I'm doing the one-on-one trainings with the realtors on these online calls. And I've literally talked to some people, they need to get a license back because they have no plan. They have no actionable plan whatsoever. They hope they're going to do something versus planning on doing something. And that's the same with the interest rates.
I got Kearney.
Yeah. Okay. Same with the interest rate. We have to take into account what's necessary to be positive.
That's right.
So we're going to come back to this because Carlene, she's military, but she don't join us.
I know. In military, they're on point.
Yeah, but she joined us late. What the hell going on? She don't know on time and late, damn it. Okay. Hello there, Miss Johnson.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very clearly, and we can clearly see that you're late.
I was not late. I am right on time. One of the things we say in the military is when things come up, we adapt and adjust. And so I am right on time.
Oh, that's what you're going with? I'm not.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, as Ms. LaDonna says.
So tell us, Miss Carly, what's going on for our vets, and what you're going to share with us today?
One of the things that I came to realize is that there are a lot of real estate professionals that are new that may be tuning in. And so I wanted to first and foremost bring clarity as to what the VA loan is.
Okay. And
also, because I know a lot of them get pushback for with veterans that will come and say, well, I don't have to bring any money to the table. Right?
Oh.
Because I'm a veteran, I'm using my VA loan. So one of the things I wanted to first and foremost do is explain what the VA loan is, which it's a mortgage loan option that is offered exclusively to active military members. That's something a lot of them don't realize, that active military members can use the VA loan. Veterans and surviving spouses. VA loans.
Spouses can use a loan?
Yes. Surviving spouses. If their spouse died during service or as a result of a rated VA disability. As long as they're not remarried. We're working on getting that, worked out where it's not necessarily that they have to stay single the rest of their lives. But for now, as long as they're not remarried, a surviving spouse does have access. And so you're asking a question?
No, I didn't know that, the surviving spouse. I was just saying that's very interesting to know.
There are certain specific requirements and, criteria. But if the veteran's passing was during service or as a result of a service-connected disability that they have been rated for, then the surviving spouse does have the ability to use the VA loan.
Wow.
Yeah. And the VA loan is financed through private lenders and guaranteed by the Department of Veterans Affairs. That last part is important because a lot of times the feedback or pushback will be the VA won't approve the loan. And it's not the VA. In most instances, it's the private lender because the VA's requirements are clearly spelled out. The VA does not have a cap as to how much the veteran can, the cost of the home or the value of the home. The VA does not have a minimum credit requirement, credit score requirement, those types of things. Those are established by the mortgage lenders, and each mortgage lender has their own, underlying requirements. But it's key to realize that the VA is not, a lot of times it's pushed off on the VA. The VA won't approve this. And in a lot of instances, it's the specific requirements of the mortgage lender that is servicing the loan at that time.
Now, how does the veteran protect themselves? Are there different protections for a veteran when they have financial issues versus a normal borrower with the VA loan?
The back-end debt-to-income ratio calculations and everything are different for a VA loan as opposed to for an FHA and or conventional.
Well, I can answer that. So yes, the DTI, if they have at least under our site, she's right about that. Some lenders have what's called overlays. So yes, you can actually go 60% on a VA versus a 59 on a FHA. So, and like student loans are not taking into consideration. We don't have to hit and buy it. Collections are not. So, yes, they have a lot of niches that can help the borrower navigate through it.
No, that's on the purchase side. What if the veteran already has a loan and they get in financial difficulty? Are there certain programs available to help them get out of financial difficulty?
Yes. VA Rep specifically has we are a HUD approved counseling agency. And so we have a department specifically to address veterans facing foreclosure. So any veteran that is facing foreclosure, you can get in contact with any VA rep in your area. We have a specific division. The veteran has to be the one to reach out to that department. But what will happen is those individuals will step in and they have been very successful in being able to avoid foreclosure on behalf of help that veteran avoid foreclosure. But VA Rep nationally, we have a specific department for that. And I'm glad you mentioned that because what's going on right now with the foreclosures being halted for at least 6 months, it's key to get in touch with the veterans that are facing that, for them to be proactive, get in touch with this organization so that they can work to see and work with them to avoid foreclosure. Don't wait until the 6 months is up thinking, oh, they're going to extend it. You don't know if they're going to extend it. Plus, having the peace of mind of knowing that you don't have to worry about that is key also. So varep.net, you just reach out to wherever you are, any of the chapters, and we will connect you with the HUD counseling agency that specifically deals with veteran foreclosures.
Okay, now, what about, can a VA loan, is VA loan strictly for domestic purchases, or what if you're a veteran and you want to live in another country?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, it's well, from the lending side, and I'm just using common sense here. VA is United States, right? So they may have housing, but as far as the lending side, going out the U.S.
No, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I mean, you got to be a lot of veterans who've been in other countries, stationed in other countries,
Right.
and they live there and they love it there, and they have qualified for veterans benefits.
Right.
It seemed like it would be able. I don't know. I was just asking.
That's something. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
They will have to get approved through the lending institution through that. And
To do
maybe,
that.
yeah, and
Okay.
maybe that institution may have some programs,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But U.S. will not lend on. There's some lenders that will do it,
Right.
but not the traditional way, not VA.
Okay. Okay. That just popped in my head like, okay, I love living in Guam. Let me buy a house in Guam. Okay.
And that would be a good thing for us to research and find out to see maybe which countries have programs or which countries the VA may have a partnership with or an agreement with
Right.
for lenders that will work. You know, there may be some type of. That's a very good question. You know what? Sometimes you got a little bit of smarticles sometimes.
Every once in a while, something happens over here.
Yeah. I was just think about some of the NATO countries we have. You know,
Yeah.
the NATO partners. You know, or those neutral partners where people
That's
we have
true,
sanctions,
Leo.
stuff like
That was
Yeah.
a good question.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, since we got that covered, I need you to also research the ROTC thing and being in conflict in previous marriages. You know, I was combat ready and combat exposed in previous marriages. Hell, I'm in combat exposed now. Anyway,
they have come back with a response. I have received a response with regard to the review they were doing as to your circumstances.
Yes.
And the understanding is that your case is now in queue for a board hearing where you will need to testify in front of the board.
Okay,
now,
we can have
with
that.
that being said, hold on. With that being said, please be aware that the waiting list in time for a board hearing is extensive. It can be anywhere from 5 years to 10 years.
Wow.
So
I'm good.
You're in the queue. Look, please don't take me seriously. People don't be going out there looking like.
Y'all can keep my benefits. I'm good.
Take him off the list.
He's in the queue. He's in the queue.
Well, apparently, I'm doing some research. Apparently, the countries that we have trade agreements with.
You can do it.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, yay.
Good
Thank
job.
you for that, Jennifer.
Yes.
That's something else to kind of create a different dynamic
Yeah.
for the veterans,
That is.
Yeah. Because I know
I want my house in
relatives
Jamaica.
come
Use
back.
my VA loan to get my house in Jamaica.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, because I have cousins who have come back from overseas, and they always talked about living where they
Jamaica's
work.
in the list, girl.
I'll see y'all later.
The lender and the realtor have to go check it out first and make sure it truly qualifies.
I'm not self-serving at all.
This was, I love that. Thank you very much. Thank y'all very much for this information.
There you go. So, Carlene, we're going to be off for the next 2 weekends for the holidays and come back that second weekend in January. We thank you for your service. We thank you for what you're doing with VA Rep, and we thank you for joining us weekly to keep people abreast of what's going on behalf of the veterans of this country.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you for what you all do. Thank you for the acknowledgement and for this opportunity to highlight and get the information out regarding the VA loan and VA Rep. And happy holidays, happy Christmas, Merry New Year, all of it to all of you.
Same to you.
Thanks, Carlene. You have a good one now.
Take care, you too.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, we're going to take a break, pay some bills, come back for the noon hour. Is that okay with you, ladies?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Pay some bills. There you go.
Okay, great. When are you coming into town? All right, let me go ahead and repeat this back to you. You need a new construction home, 4 bedrooms, a game room, a large backyard, and a study. All by this weekend. Okay, great. I'll see you then. I'm gonna need some help. I need help.
Did you hear that?
I need help.
Y'all, did you hear that?
I need help.
Quiet! I've got this one. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I couldn't help but notice that you needed some help.
Actually, I do.
It seems like more of my clients are requesting new construction, and it's all so overwhelming. Spending all this time searching up builder websites, looking up information, making so many calls. It's so time consuming. I wish there was just a one-stop shop where I could find new home information for my clients.
Well, actually, I can help with that. Builder Boost was created for busy agents just like you. We've created tools and resources updated daily so that real estate agents can have one comprehensive spot to view builder promotions, newly released inventory, even a calendar of realtor events. Aside from the tools, we're also a community. Our team's mission is to serve hardworking agents. We're here to provide opportunities for you to learn, to grow, and to boost your business. So join us. I think you will love being part of our world.
You are a lifesaver. Did I just imagine that?
You sure didn't. At Builder Boost, this happens every day, and we are here to help. Oh, it's go time.
Hello everybody, this is Miguel Guzman.
Hey, and this is Jesus Ortiz.
We are here, the name of our company is Panorama Brand Studios, and if you're here watching this video, it's because you want to learn more about what we do and the services that we offer. The 4 main services that we offer are video marketing to promote your social media with video production and short format content. We do photography and we do video production for longer format videos as well to fit your needs on whether that is training for your clients or for your employees, whether that is starting your own YouTube channel, you need video production for your team. And we also do video podcasting. We have a whole studio set up. Do you want to talk about the podcasting we do?
Yeah, hello guys, welcome everybody to Panorama Brand Studio. Like Miguel said, we have our studio here. I know you're seeing some of it right here behind it. We create podcasts for you guys so y'all can stay relevant. Not only we just create it for you, but we want to strategize something with you guys to create a video podcast show. So this is something that it will keep you relevant because, as you know, Miguel was mentioning about the long format. At that long hour format of your podcast, you can actually cut it into pieces, many 10, 15 pieces, and show that on your YouTube shorts, on your reels, on your TikToks, all over social media to help you keep your brand out there. You need your brand out there. You need to keep your relevancy out there. And to do this, you got to keep on doing content. And that's what we're here to fuel the fire on your brand to create this, and one of the things that we do here on Panorama.
Take your brand to the next level. We have a studio here in Houston. It's gonna be 6110 Pine Mountain Drive, Houston, Texas. And if you want more information, send us an email with some of your information and we'll reach out to you as soon as we can. You guys, if you have any questions, just let us know and we are happy to talk to you.
Thank you and God bless.
All right, bills to pay. We're back. This is the noon hour. I'm E.L. Crane, obviously. See my halo. And I'm joined by Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage Inc., our mortgage solution pro, and the vivacious and very, very disgruntled Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties. Oh, that's me.
That's you, no yeah. I can be once in a while, though. Yeah.
So we're talking about positives in 2024. Okay. And one of the things that is really excites me is all of the new developments, both residentially and commercially, that's going on right now, all around town. But there's one thing that a lot of agents are not paying attention to.
What's that?
The opportunities where there are no amenities, where I have all these apartment complexes and developments going up. There are no amenities. There are no strip centers. There's no shopping areas. There's nothing. All right. And like where we live at, they're putting up a Chick-fil-A, but whatever. All right. I'm not, they put up chicken because I'm one of these people, I want to research the why something goes somewhere, because I don't think it's a convenient corner.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason they put it there is because it's a high traffic corner. It's not convenient to get in and out, but it's such a high traffic corner. And then as I was passing by now, I said, oh my Lord, you can come in and out of this place from 3 different directions. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
And so these are the amenities, but we have a strip center where the grocery store is at, and I didn't realize how much stuff they had in a back-end strip center over there. So this is what a lot of agents need to pay attention to. What amenities are available for them to get engaged with?
Mm-hmm.
Because in 2024, the real estate professional is going to have to diversify business development.
That's right.
Not sales, business development. Because you get paid on referrals.
Yes.
You get paid on introductions. You get paid on research. These are things we have to do to diversify with these new developments, both residential and commercial. Because going down 99 over in Cypress, going south on 99, going towards Katy, in the Bridgeland, on the Waller side,
Mm-hmm.
they have an 800 home rental community that they're building.
What's it called? Do you remember?
I can see it right there, but it's right there. It's an 800 home rental community. Everything in there is going to be for rent, and these are not lazy homes for
Yeah.
nice homes. Bridgeland is an awesome.
It really is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Area, but also they put it on the other side of 99. They put it on the west side of 99 instead of on the east side of 99, where all of the
Yes.
But think about 800 rental homes they're building back there. Okay, so families can put their kids in great school districts.
Yes.
So families can have access to great amenities because they got great amenities all up and down 99 right
Yes.
there, going all the way to I-10. But these are opportunities. These are opportunities. And you know who used to do that? They want to still do a little bit. Legend Homes used to build rental
I didn't know
communities.
that Legend Homes did that.
Yeah, they do. They used to build rental communities. They still have some rental communities out there that they manage themselves.
Mhm.
But these opportunities, people, everybody can't buy a house, to be sure. Everybody wants to buy a house, to
Yeah.
be sure. But it's just different dynamics going out there. But these are the new developments and the positives of 2024. You might not be able to purchase a house right now, but it doesn't mean you can't live in a house.
That's right.
And not in the traditional sense, because you got rental properties in most neighborhoods. But this is a whole rental community for people to take advantage of school districts, shopping, safety, and everything else associated with it. Now, one of the things I keep hearing about more so than school districts now are tax rates.
That's right.
Tax rates.
I'm sure I make every of my clients aware of that.
You have to. It's part of the education. I mean, I have been let down by other lenders that that are not our preferred lenders, but buyers come on board with their agents, and they're pre-qualified, and then after weeks of time and expense and so forth on the buyers, and just having the property off the market, we'll get hit with a revelation of whatever it is that makes it to where they cannot purchase after all. And sometimes I'm wondering, why didn't this come up in the screening process?
Yes. And it is, but it's just those kind of things, from the tax rates, is there mud out there? Because they're not.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Is there a mud district out there, or is there this out there? There's a community who shall remain nameless. They're making people pay for the trash instead of it being a part of the HOA. They're making, because it's another way.
Is it in the Houston area or is it outside?
It's outside Houston.
Okay.
They're making them pay for the trash pickup now. Like, wait a minute. That's what my HOA dues are for,
Yeah,
right?
and the HOAs, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. The HOA dues are not inexpensive. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
And then they have a high mud
Yes.
to the max. So it's already making a lot of the people second guess their purchasing there.
Oh, yeah. So it's all these kind of things going on. So how do we address it? We want them to have a house. We want them to be in a safe neighborhood. But all of these things on top of things on top of things, cost-wise.
Once they get pre-approved,
yes,
they have a conversation in which, many clients, they come from, like, for example, with Jennifer, and they'll say, okay, this is what price range I believe I need to stay in because per this monthly payment that I've addressed that I want to stay within, this is what I'm told. And so if everybody's on the same page, then, we have to keep as a real estate professional, then you need, when you're showing properties, when you're actually looking at the MLS, you have to take into account how much the taxes are, do the math that, that's, on your mortgage calculator and try to keep them within range because otherwise you're going to be wasting your time and their time because once they find the property, they're going to fall in love with it. Then you're going to do the math after the fact and realize they're blown out of the water with the
When I give a pre-approval here, I'll tell, because depending on how tight they are, I'll say to the realtor, listen, they cannot go over a 2.5 tax rate. If they do, you got to call me. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you calculate all the way down like that?
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And so what happens is every time they find a home that we believe is going to be the right fit, let's ship it to the lender to take a second look at it because that's the numbers person for real. They work it out and they said, yeah, that'll work. Or you know what? It's not going to work because this is also something you haven't okay. So it's just a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of work.
That's good that you dial it down to what the tax rate.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they qualify for this much money, principal and interest, this much insurance, and this much tax rate. That's perfect. So how do they get in contact with you?
Reach me at 888-202-2773. That's
There
888
you go for the slow people.
202-2773.
Okay, so I'm trying to help the slow people.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay. So we're gonna take a break, pay some. I'm E.L. Craig there. This is the Real Estate U Show, 11 Central, noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific time. Well, pay some bills.
Hey, check this out. Are you looking for a beautiful new build home, one with quality craftsmanship and higher end amenities, but still within your budget? Oh, do I have good news for you. Alta Homes is now selling top-of-the-line new construction homes for the home buyer, providing amenities not usually associated under $500,000. And you want to know what makes them really shine? You'll get to participate in the construction throughout the process and rest easy knowing that Alta Homes promises to only build what we would live in. Alta Homes provides financing resources with up to 100% financing and even the ability to finance the closing costs, including Alta Homes providing additional closing costs assistance if needed. Doesn't get better than that. Just give us a call or visit us to start your new build journey today. Alta Homes, we only build what we would live in. Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Hello, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. Tune in each week to Realtor Corner with me as we share important information that will help you on your real estate journey. Look forward to seeing you there. And in the meantime, if you need anything real estate related, you can always get a hold of me at 832-646-9054. Dina Salazar, Platinum One Properties.
You take pride in your real estate business. You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
42136. Yeah. Okay, I'm E.L. Crane. We're back. This is the Real Estate U Show. We're going to showcase Dina's listing right now. It's MLS 36294.
There we go. So this is a very nice, beautiful home in Cypress, built in 2012. It's listed at $420,000, and it is a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3,415 square foot home. So as you can see, you have plenty of room. This is, great for a large family. Down payment assistance is available in this area.
Oh, wow.
For those who qualify. So this is, also something to consider. And for a 5-bedroom home with this large square footage, the price is pretty good, actually. Yeah. It's a very good price. And the Cypress area has, we're talking about school districts. Yes. The Cypress schools are highly rated and highly sought after by families. So this is actually the home that maybe you'd want to see, check it out, and make an offer on it before the new year, because I feel that most people are more negotiable at this time of the year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They don't want to carry over.
Yeah.
And Cypress, and plus, my 2 boys graduated Cypress.
Yeah.
Fairbanks School District.
And it's a good school district.
Because I ain't trying to hate that. I moved over there for a reason.
Yes.
Okay. No, so you wait a minute. You said 5-bedroom?
5 bedrooms.
5 bedrooms. The house is huge.
Yeah.
And has a big loft on the top floor that you can put a villa table or do like a movie room.
Yeah, so there's a lot to work with in this house. To minor changes could
That
really
closet
make it.
is huge.
Yeah,
it's like a size of a bedroom.
Yeah, you can actually put a bed in there, EL. So if you're in the doghouse again, you can go in there, that room.
I wake up every morning wondering if I'm in the doghouse.
So there's
a loft.
There's an upstairs loft. Very spacious home. There's so much potential in this home to make it yours and utilize it.
And the updating potential.
Oh,
God, great
yes.
potential updating too.
Mm-hmm. So if
bedrooms are
it's hard to find a home of this size and the number of bedrooms within this price range. So
master bedroom is downstairs as well.
Yeah,
which is convenient.
And that is so important.
Look at the backyard size.
I love that the primary is on the first floor.
Then you have a dynamic is pool ready. We talked about earlier getting it updated prior to for those who, hey, this is a perfect school district. I wish it had another bathroom.
Right.
Or I wish it had this. So that's where the updating thing comes into place, and it's paid at closing. So that's another way for the homeowner to really get this house out there and sold.
Exactly.
How to get in contact with you?
You can reach me at 832-646-9054. call or text that number and set up your private viewing of this home today.
There you go. That's Dana Ramos of Platinum One Properties, our real estate pro. And then we have Jennifer Nina, our mortgage solution pro. And you just have the adorable me holding everything together. That's my job. Sit there and be pretty. That's all, that's it. I try to do what I can.
It just ramble around.
Tell you.
So, okay, we're going to highlight another one. We're going to highlight number 3. This is a new agent that we're working with, Martha Bennett. And this house is out in Leak City. Yes, there you go. Leak City.
Mine died out.
I'll bring it up. And this house here is $375,997. $375,997. And we're going to glide through it. So we're talking about 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2-car attached garage, right?
I like that entryway.
Yes.
Yeah, that
all right.
outdoor
It's
area.
2167 square feet, sitting on an 8,000 square foot lot.
Wow.
Okay. That's a traditional architectural style. It's Galveston County. The subdivision is Hidden Lakes. This house was built in 2000. No, it was updated 2015.
Okay, it's built in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have those kind of dynamics. Looking forward to it. But look, it's open. It's
Open
spacious.
concept.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Rounded corners.
You got the 4s.
High ceilings.
Yep. Little
Ooh,
office
that's a
area.
nice office.
I put a door up there. I
Yeah.
put a door up there and make sure put a sign out there. Jennifer, don't knock on my door. Okay. All right. Oh, another office area.
They use the dining room and many people do not utilize dining room, formal dining rooms in many homes.
If we had a dining room in our house, she would be trying to use it because a dining room to her means company.
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's what it's made for.
No, it's not. Kitchen.
Yeah, got an island, nice island.
That's pretty spacious.
Yeah, it is spacious.
It's very spacious. Very spacious. Now, I am not really familiar with League City. Can you speak to League City?
League City is a highly developed area with shopping, medical facilities.
Okay.
The school districts are very competitive in terms of good standards that they have and ratings. So it is another area in which many people are headed toward. You do, and the only thing to look at as a buyer in these areas is the insurance, because of the proximity to water in some of the neighborhoods. I'm not speaking specifically for this house, but in general, you will need an additional windstorm insurance, and some areas will require flood insurance. So it's good to know what you're getting into totally with your budget in this area. But the homes, the neighborhoods are awesome. And again, there's restaurants, everything. It's very well developed.
And you have a situation like we're talking about positives today. Mm-hmm. There are still some great houses out there. There's still some great deals out there, because when you have people speaking negatively to interest rate, they're not doing a balancing act.
Right.
Balance out what the taxes are. Balance out what the insurance is. Balance out if it has a mud versus not having a mud. These things have to be in time. It's like even people who sell their houses who, you know this, both of you guys know this more than anybody. They think their house is more than they're selling it for.
Yes.
But you know what I always done when I was on the lending side? I would explain to the seller, how long you been in this house? 10 years. Have you calculated what your tax return has been for the last 10 years? You have to take that into account as far as the profit that you made on this house. But they don't. So I said, no, 10 years and you made $90,000 tax benefit. I mean, that's a return. And you're haggling over $5,000 difference between the buyer and you selling the house.
Exactly.
We need education. We have to spend more time educating the seller on the rewards you have reaped. Everybody wants to maximize their profit, and I understand that. But you have to also look at the rewards you've reaped by being in that house for that length of time.
Exactly.
And then they just don't. It's just ridiculous sometimes when you lose a deal because of $2,500.
Or sometimes it's over a $500 home warranty.
Really? They haggle over home warranties too. Wow. See, that's why I'm not in the closing room. All right, I'm not in the closing room, because if somebody would say, "Well, I'm not closing because you won't pay my $500 home warranty fee," you're buying a house which you're moving into with $20,000 equity, and you're haggling over $500. That just makes no sense to me. That's why I couldn't be a realtor.
Well, you'll hear all sorts of things on every side of the coin in this industry, and I think the biggest thing people need to consider is the big picture.
Yes.
Okay. So if you're a real estate agent in my office and you're going to lose thousands of dollars in commission over a home warranty, you don't even need to call me.
That's right.
You're going to go ahead and take care of that. And, we're going to handle that in our office, and you're not going to be upset because you're going to walk away with a deal closed.
That's right.
And, there's no question about it. No question about it.
And here's my horror story from the past. Closing table. I was on the lending side, closing table. The selling agent was getting a $225,000 commission. Okay, commission. The buyer, her client also.
Yeah.
All right. So she was both sides. So she getting $450, right?
Ooh.
The buyer was short $10,000.
Wow.
And she did this here. I'm not giving up none of my commission.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I
Like-
mean, not that amount, but it's still the same.
I'm like, wait a minute. You're getting almost $500,000 commission.
And she'd rather say,
No, I'm not giving up anything.
doesn't
I don't
make
give up my
sense.
commission. I work too hard for this.
So
You
get
are the
nothing.
listing agent and you're the buyer's agent. You double dipping as it is.
Yep.
$10,000. So we gave up, this is when you had yield spread premium. We gave up the yield spread premium so the buyer could close. After that, because the buyer was also a real estate investor, I did maybe an additional 10, 15 deals with this guy. He never once called that woman back ever again. And he wasn't buying little parcels. He was buying commercial parcels and development parcels. He was buying over in River Oaks and the whole shoot match.
Mm-hmm.
$450,000. You can't give up 10 grand and you doubled it. What is wrong with you?
She's lucky that he didn't just say forget it.
And not get a thing.
And
Yeah,
then-
that could have happened
Watch
too.
here. With the deal he bought, it was and you passed it, everybody's passed. It's that house right on the corner of Kirby and San Felipe across from the River Oaks Bank and Trust building. The one right there on that corner, that big giant.
Oh,
He bought that house. He bought that house for $3 million, updated and renovated, and sold it for $8 million.
I can believe that.
Right there on that corner of River Oaks. But when Green,
Oh my God, it's
it's
surprising.
crazy.
It's just very surprising
Yeah,
what
but
change,
10
what
grand.
happens with
10 grand.
greed. Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
In my side of the deal, you try to structure things, but things happen along the way. And to tell you the truth, I personally don't have the heart for it. But at that point, we've wasted 30 days.
Yeah.
And the client is short $3,000. If I have anything to do with it and I can, I'd rather even do the loan where I have no compensation because at least my expenses are paid. My
Right.
processors are going to be paid.
Right.
I mean, you don't want to do that, but I don't have $3,000. No, you ain't getting your house.
No.
Right.
How can you do that?
I know.
But you have people out there like that. I mean, that's my worst nightmare. But I've seen that multiple times. I've seen it over $200. People like, yo, no, you want me to reimburse you for the appraisal? Well, please pay me half for the appraisal. I'm not giving you $200 for your appraisal. They were gonna sit there and blow a deal to hell. All right, $200 appraisal.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a break, pay some bills. I'm E.L. Crane. They are not, but they are pros in the business. They are educators in the business. Problem solvers, solution finders. Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties, Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage 8, and I'm just here being angelic. So we're gonna pay some bills.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today. Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the US, you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today. Hey, check this out. Are you looking for a beautiful new build home, one with quality craftsmanship and higher end amenities, but still within your budget? Oh, do I have good news for you. Alta Homes is now selling top-of-the-line new construction homes for the home buyer, providing amenities not usually associated under $500,000. And you want to know what makes them really shine? You'll get to participate in the construction throughout the process and rest easy knowing that Alta Homes promises to only build what we would live in. Alta Homes provides financing resources with up to 100% financing and even the ability to finance the closing costs, including Alta Homes providing additional closing cost assistance if needed. Doesn't get better than that. Just give us a call or visit us to start your new build journey today. Alta Homes, we only build what we would live in.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid. And remember, we're in the Homes Land studio, powered by Alta Homes. We're going out there this afternoon.
Oh, y'all are?
We're going out there.
Awesome.
She might leave with you though.
Yeah.
I'm going out there. She might go with you. Will she make a face?
No comment.
But look, real estate positives, right? Are we going to see, what are the down payment assistance programs looking like? I've seen some going up in how much money they're allocating. You see that?
Like I've said before, the state is, the county is always going to have higher down payment assistance. So yes, and this is the time because government funds at the end of actually this quarter, to getting ready for the new year quarter. So this is the time if you're going to do a county down payment assistance to go and apply to whatever county you're buying because funds are fresh, they're available.
Right.
And you have a better chance of getting. Of course, it's first time, first serve. It makes it a little.
Well,
difficult.
since Carlene threatened me with jail for going to a congressional hearing to get my benefits, I'm going to look at the down payment.
Yes. And many times people don't even think about down payment assistance, believing that I probably don't qualify or what have you. But if you can just make a mention of it, your lender would have a pretty good idea after reviewing your credit and so forth and having your application in hand.
And a lot of down payment assistance is going by area, not economic tracks anymore. It's like, hey, they do down payment assistance over there now, or Then you have some down payment systems, they don't care where it's at, long as people are getting homes now. Because what they realized finally, trying to make people live in a specific area to get down payment assistance, it was not working.
It's
Right.
not, no.
It was not
And
working.
nowadays, I have a program. You don't have to be a first-time home buyer. There is no income limit. You can only have a 600 score. It's no additional underwriting. They even giving a payment shock. It's no longer there. So they're coming.
What's the
along.
average down payment assistance?
It's a 3.5 forgivable or 5% repayable.
Okay. Okay.
They need to come up with a down payment assistance program for distressed men.
Well, disgruntled men.
Exactly.
I'm disgruntled and distressed.
Oh wow, wow. That's a lot.
It's not my fault. Okay. You know what my sister told me the other day?
What?
I need to apologize for you. What the hell?
They had
does
to
that mean?
apologize for you?
They had to apologize for me.
Okay.
Because they say the reason I'm the way I am is their fault. So they need to apologize for me.
Well.
Yeah. My sisters and my mother I am the direct reflection of all those women.
That was all by yourself. Okay.
No, it was them praying women, I'm telling you. Y'all don't know what I went through growing up. Traumatic childhood.
I'm sure they'll be calling in a second.
When you got a father when you tell him you did something good, first thing come out his mouth, you my son, aren't you? That first thing come out that man mouth. Daddy, do you have any comments for your child here? You my son, aren't you? That man would say that for everything that I had a good game today. You my son, aren't you? Daddy, I got an A on the test. You my son, aren't you? You know, like.
And in the house is, babe, have you seen something? Why are you accusing me? I'm just freaking asking you.
Why are you accusing me?
That's right. That's what I got.
That's some prank stuff.
That's right. It's traumatic.
Oh my gosh.
It's not my fault. Okay. I cannot be held responsible for the
Obviously.
pain inflicted upon me.
Okay. Is there a therapist watching the show right now?
Please call 888-202-2773. Please help.
Oh my God.
Okay. But now we're coming into 2024 and we don't do politics here, but politics impact our jobs. Okay. And the politics that are impacting our jobs is not one side of the aisle or the other side, it's the lies. Though it's the lies of politics that are impacting our job. So what we would like to say is you are in an economy that's getting better. You're in an interest rate environment that's getting better. You are in a buying gas environment that's getting better, which should lead to more positive thinking. You still have builders building. You still have developers developing. You still have jobs available. So let's look at the positives of what can go on in the real estate market instead of believing the back and forth lies. Because my dad used to tell me all the time, find a politician that lies to you the least and allows you to make the most money. That's who you roll with. Because we have to spend more time making decisions that are about us instead of about the herd.
Yes.
Not just the herd. Us. Because I'm looking at the job market impacts our business tenfold. How much money they make, what's their tax rate, where they want to buy, what's the MUD rate, all these things are dictated by the job market. People buy what they can either afford or think they can afford. There's always a difference between the two. What they can afford is dictated by Jennifer based upon debt to income ratios.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's what they think they can afford based upon my sacrifices in my house.
Right.
But because when you have solution pros, such as Jennifer and Dina, they can help you make the right decision on location, tax rate, insurance, home warranty, builder. These dynamics are necessary to fulfill your quest to buy a home. Most people spend their times picking a side that has nothing to do with them. I have a friend, and I tell him all the time, he's crazy about politics. I tell him all the time, you realize you broke, right? I've literally told him that. You realize you broke. And he said, what do you mean? You're ranting and raving about politics, and you're so engaged with politics that you're not doing anything to improve your own life. You're sitting there defending politicians when they're not defending you. Go out and do something for you. And people, we're telling you today, go out and do something for you in regard to bettering your life, bettering your home situation, creating an environment for your family, building generational wealth. That's what you should be doing. You'll never hear me argue about politics. No. Don't put a dollar
It's
in my
not worth
pocket.
it. It's not worth
It's
it.
not worth it. I tell you all the time, well, so-and-so makes this money. I don't count anybody else's money because I don't get to spend it. Well, I look like counting somebody else's money. That is insane to me. Okay. So as we move into 2024, we need to be conscious of what we can do for our families in regard to real estate, in regard to looking for investment properties, in regard to looking for extraneous resources to further impact the income that
That's
we generate.
right. That's right.
These two ladies educate. These two ladies provide services that are beyond showing a house and financing a house. These two ladies' job is to create an environment for your future in relation to real estate. So that's my pontification for the week. I'll be holding church tomorrow in the HEB parking lot.
Will you be passing a donation basket?
Oh, absolutely. I ain't gonna miss out on no money. No money missed out here. Oh, no. That's right. Hey, but matter of fact, pass it through there again. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a break here. Come back for our final segment of the year.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Come back for our final segment of the year because we're gonna be off for Christmas break and New Year's. I've already made reservations for Jennifer at the after New Year's alcohol clinic. Okay, so because it's gonna be rough, people. All right, see me, I'll be drinking ginger ale.
Right. Don't listen to him.
He doesn't understand that he's the reason why I drink.
That's just wrong. Wow, I'm an enabler. I'm a motivator.
Exactly.
So we're gonna take back Pray Some Bills coming.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
Hello everybody, this is Miguel Guzman.
Hey, and this is Jesus Ortiz.
We are here, the name of our company is Panorama Brand Studios, and if you're here watching this video, it's because you want to learn more about what we do and the services that we offer. The four main services that we offer are video marketing to promote your social media with video production and short format content. We do photography and we do video production for longer format videos as well to feed your needs on whether that is training for your clients or for your employees, whether that is starting your own YouTube channel. You need video production for your team, and we also do video podcasting. We have a whole studio set up. Do you want to talk about the podcasting we do?
Yeah, hello guys, welcome everybody to Panorama Brand Studio. Like Miguel said, we have our studio here. I know you're seeing some of it right here behind it. We create podcasts for you guys so y'all can stay relevant. Not only we just create it for you, but we want to strategize something with you guys to create a video podcast show. So this is something that it will keep you relevant because, as you know, Miguel was mentioning about the long format. At that long hour format of your podcast, you can actually cut it into pieces, many 10, 15 pieces, and show that on your YouTube Shorts, on your Reels, on your TikToks, all over social media to help you keep your brand out there. You need your brand out there. You need to keep your relevancy out there. And to do this, you got to keep on doing content. And that's what we're here to fuel the fire on your brand to create this. And one of the things that we do here on Panorama.
Take your brand to the next level. We have a studio here in Houston. It's going to be 6110 Pine Mountain Drive, Houston, Texas. And if you want more information, send us an email with some of your information and we'll reach out to you as soon as we can. Yeah, you guys, if you have any questions, just let us know and we are happy to talk to you.
Thank you and God bless.
Do you have a passion and interest in real estate? Want to learn from the pros and have some fun doing it? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, your connection to all things real estate, buying, selling, investing, and new construction sales, including residential and commercial real estate financing. Tune in for weekly live episodes with real estate experts and guests, packed with their best tips and tricks, and get a sneak peek into their national marketing relationships. Sponsored by the trusted team of Builder Boost and Homes and Land Magazine. The Real Estate U Show. Informative, insightful, and with a little touch of humor. Tune in to www.reuworldwide.com, Saturdays at 11 a.m. CST.
It's about to happen sooner or later.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. This is the final segment of 2023. And when we come back, these ladies are going to have a better attitude than the one they got today. Because me, my attitude is what allows us to stay upbeat, warm, and kind.
That's why he's called the DBM.
Because they just mean, but they're going to be better in 2024, people. That's one of the another positives that's coming in 2024. Dina and Jennifer are gonna be better people. They gonna join. I'm gonna let them ride in the sweet car with me. Okay, as we move forward into 2024. I might even let y'all drive. All right.
Well.
Okay. Because my sweetness is their weakness, and y'all need to understand.
Okay, Barry White.
So positive 2024. I'm excited about the job market and increased wages more so than anything else. Because as we said earlier, jobs dictate our business. If people lose jobs, we have no business.
That's right.
Right? And unemployment goes up. Think about it. We're in an environment where we have 100% employment just because of how low unemployment rate is, right? The only people that's not working is the one that's sitting on their couch eating potato chips and bonbons, okay? But think about this. Target areas for 2024 jobs and new construction. Montgomery County, Texas leads the way. The Woodlands, Shenandoah, Oak Ridge North, Conroe, Willis, Montgomery, Magnolia, all these places are in Montgomery County because they have all that land and they're building on both sides of 45, all the way over to 59.
That's right.
45, all the way over to Magnolia, going into Waller County. It's all new construction back there.
Yep.
All new construction back there. So based upon your business plans, how are you going to get the information out to clients in 2024 that you didn't do in 2023? Go.
More education, being more out there in front of them, educating, and helping out, trying to disseminate information to them the proper way, where it's clean, understandable, and correct.
Right. You?
Same thing, just targeting market areas in which people are non-homeowners, and trying to educate them on how easy it is to get a loan. If you have a job and you have stable income, it's just a matter of staying within your budget, whatever that budget is. And some people are just fearful of taking that leap. They're on the fence.
Yeah.
But the interest rates will be predicted and already are starting to drop down.
Yeah.
I think that it's a good time to buy. I think there are incentives out there we've discussed earlier that make it a no-brainer, because this is home ownership is the one tangible thing that you can buy that will always increase your wealth through appreciation. Yes. So don't be afraid of that.
Yeah. And I look at on both sides, from the lending side and the real estate side, how many people don't understand they can buy a home? they don't understand they can buy a home.
Exactly.
We had a closing a week and a half ago. I'm shocked I didn't mention it last week. Week and a half. It was a convenience store clerk and her husband who managed the storage place.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not the job, it's the capacity and the willingness to sacrifice to own a home. And I think that's going to go a lot towards education as well. Because I'm targeting churches to get to the congregations to explain to them in the fellowship hall, people, not the sanctuary. Okay. To get them to understand, you have to get the church leadership to understand you have people in your congregation who have the capacity to own a house, but you're not encouraging them to own a house. You're encouraging the ones based upon, oh, you're a lawyer or you're an engineer. You're not encouraging those who have a, like you said, stable household income can buy a house.
You know, I've never understood that about churches. They're always wanting to collect money to give to when their own people are suffering within the church.
Yeah.
I think if anybody is watching and a member of a church, or they actually have authority within a church, reach out to us if you would like to set up some educational classes for your congregational members. And I think this would be a positive way to start 2024.
Absolutely. It's another positive. I mean, you have so many people that are hungry. I taught a class at a real estate brokerage the other day, and really, really nice lady. She's a realtor, and she was so humble that she didn't realize how she was impacting her community, because her husband is a renovation rehab guy.
Okay.
Okay. He would go throughout his neighborhood where they lived at and do renovations cost plus. So he would do cost plus 10%, cost plus what they could afford.
Right.
What they can afford. Long as he could pay his crew and make some profit, that's all he. That lady and her husband in the last 3 years have renovated and rehabbed 97 houses.
Wow.
97 houses. And he still has his other crews for the traditional. But so when I was talking to her, I said, what made him do that? She says, well, it actually started with me. He wanted to buy a new house in another neighborhood. And I said, why don't we just upgrade the neighborhood we're in? And that's when it started.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And you have some amazing people out there doing stuff just like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting creative on how to enhance the value of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So think about how you two can impact people just through the education component. People need to be made aware of down payment assistance. They need to be made aware of qualifying for a loan. They need to be made aware of it doesn't cost you anything to retain Dina's services. Dina is paid with the closing because selling the home. A lot of people, there's an ignorance factor. They don't know you don't have to sign a contract for and pay the realtor out of your pocket. It's coming out of the money of the selling the home. But people have been so conditioned over the years. Yeah. And my favorite line to respond to things like that, who told you that? Who told you that? So I look at going forward with positives for 2024. We have Alta Homes. All right. Our good friend Drew Collenberg and the Collenberg family. They have Lexington Heights. They have
Deer Trails Estates.
Deer Trails Estate. And they're going to open up Eastgate Villas.
Yeah.
And Eastgate Villas, people, 3-bedroom, 2-bath starting in the 190s.
Wow.
All right. They started in the 190s. Now, they're cottages, but they're still 12, 13, 1,400 square foot houses. In the 190s, you'll have access to the Lexington Heights amenities because it's right there. But you're start under $200,000. Mm-hmm. You might well say start under $250,000. Where can you buy a house?
You just can't.
And Eastgate is right there by Lake Conroe.
Yeah.
So you have all the shopping, you have all of the amenities, you have all of the entertainment, you have all of the leisure activities starting under $200,000.
You can't beat that.
No. But when you have a visionary young person such as Drew Collenberg, that tells you everything to know. And when their motto is, I won't build anything I won't live in. I even had a realtor say, well, why don't he cut back on the quality so he can compete with other builders? Because if he does that now, he'll never recover from it.
Right.
He needs to stay right where he's at. So we find unique ways to work with him so he can work with buyers. And they've been contracted for the last couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
They've been contracted the last couple of weeks. So staying loyal to your performance, staying loyal to your product is what's going to always separate Drew and Alta Homes from everybody else.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan.
Yeah, so there you go. So we're going to close out. So tell me what you got going on next week outside of cooking me breakfast every morning. Yeah, wishful thinking. That was wishful thinking.
Oh my gosh.
Well, getting ready for the new year, there's a lot of people that have called to get pre-approved, and you know the holidays have slowed down. They're dragging under documents and stuff. So, you know, just getting those things in place. So next year, you know, we're going to be calling Dina, go show.
Yeah, exactly.
This is slow down breakfast. Dina, I ain't gonna get no breakfast over it.
We are I'm getting with each of the agents in the office just to kind of touch base, see what their goals are, and try to help them out.
Remember, I'm teaching them doing the online 15, 20 minutes on the goals, so you send them on there.
Okay.
Get Elaine. I'll do the whole program with them as well. Yeah,
I would love that.
Yeah.
It's important for anybody, even those watching, to sit down and set your goals. If it's that you want to buy a house, then the first goal you should have is to review your credit and your budget, which means get your lender to look at that. It's not obligating you to go forward and buy. It's opening your eyes to where you stand at the moment and giving you this way direction as to how you can get it together for the next year.
There you go. Now, see me. I'm going to be spending my time ordering breakfast from Uber Eats because my wife won't make me breakfast.
Well, then my Christmas present to you will be real easy, like a little Uber Eats or DoorDash credit card.
There you go. Obviously, I'm going to starve to death next week, you know, even though things are slowing down because of the holidays.
Trust me, baby, he won't starve.
I went to the grocery store yesterday. She said, "What's wrong with you?" I'm going to the grocery store. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, you know, that's what I do. She goes to the other stores. I go to the grocery store. Right, stuff like that. That's my week. Next week is grocery shopping.
Do you like grocery shopping?
Oh yeah,
okay.
That was my thing. Not with her. No.
We went together, right? And the minute I started putting things, but it was like he was almost slapping me with his eyes. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm putting sugar. I mean, it's like fighting with him. Well, forget it. You go by yourself.
That's right.
Deal with it.
I don't need no help going up and down the aisle.
Again, if there's a therapist, please call. Please help.
They have help for the grocery store. I don't need people. I know exactly what I'm doing when I'm in the grocery store.
If there's a therapist watching, I will just zero out my commission on them whenever you want to buy a house. Please help. Please help. We'll do a barter system.
Yes. Okay. I had traumatic childhood. Okay. I'm E.L. Crane with Monarch Title of Texas. I'm joined by Jennifer Nina of My Mortgagee, as well as Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties. We love the fact that you tune in. We love the fact that you listen. That goes from those in South America on the HughesNet satellite network. I don't know. Well, I told you what they do. They type in what we say and put it in Spanish.
Caption?
Yeah, the caption. Yeah. So we have that. So going into 2024, watch this here. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and God bless you. Tell the people bye, people.
Bye. People.
Have a great holiday.
Feliz Navidad.
I don't know what that means.
I want you to put this on your next album.
I'd love to.
Yeah, it's called Matchbox.
Alrighty. I'm listening.
Yeah, I wonder will a Matchbox hold my clothes. Matchbox ain't about that big.
Right.